say tonight? What they gonna play? What they gonna say tonight? What they gonna play? What they gonna do? What they gonna say? Cig Neutron. What they gonna do tonight? What they gonna say? What they gonna do tonight? What they gonna say? What they gonna do tonight? What they gonna play? What they gonna do? What they gonna say? What they gonna play? What they gonna play?
Hello, 8-bit breakdown. Leave a lot baloney, motherfucker. Cig Neutron, sleazy Neutron!
What you gonna play? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna play? What you gonna play? What you gonna play? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna play? What you gonna play today? What you gonna play today? What you gonna do? What you gonna say today? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna play today? What you gonna say? What you gonna do? What you gonna play? What you gonna do? Say what you gonna say? What you gonna play? What you gonna do? What you gonna say tonight? What they gonna play? What they gonna say tonight? What they gonna play? What they gonna do? What they gonna say? Cig Neutron. What they gonna do tonight? What they gonna say? What they gonna do tonight? What they gonna say? What they gonna do tonight? What they gonna play? What they gonna do? What they gonna say? What they gonna play? What they gonna play?
Hello, 8-bit breakdown. Leave a lot baloney, motherfucker. Cig Neutron, sleazy Neutron!
What you gonna play? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna play? What you gonna play? What you gonna play? What you gonna do? What you gonna say?
What's up, party people? Oh, yep, mic's on. Okay, cool. It's been a while since I've done this. Yeah, I was trying to stream every day there, but, man, the light is hot. Just hot face. Speaking of, shaved my face because, yeah, we did some new spicy Bizarro Go-Go photo shoots at which, hey, what's up, Vex? Vex in the house on a Saturday night. How you doing? Holy shit! Thank you, Vex. Thank you so much. 61 months in a row, man. Thank you so much. That's like a long time to be just like subscribed, so I appreciate you. I know, right? Like 61, it's been like, man, I don't realize, like, I didn't even realize I've been using Twitch that long, but actually, like, yeah, I've been using Twitch for like a long time, man. That's crazy. Well, thank you for like 61 months of support. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. But yeah, man, this, like, just some updates. That's why I haven't been streaming, because we did this Joe Mammal photo shoot. And I did like a camel makeup on my face. And we like let Randy set up these like, so Randy is like an incredible photographer, right? So what we used to do for Bizarro Go-Go is like set up crazy photo shoots, and Bizarro Go-Go is a photo book of our crazy photo shoots. So it's like, this was back in the day before I was even doing like effects makeups and appliances and stuff. So it's like to go back and like we're getting back into Bizarro Go-Go again, and we're like hyping it up by like doing photo shoots of like our abilities now. So it's like these are like some like really incredible photos that are just like so funny. We've been really inspired. We've been watching that show about the Chippendales. So I was like really inspired by the Chippendales. And Joe Mammal, his story arc is like I'm still working on it, but it's like comes from like a small town, and and then he's trying to make it as a Chippendales dancer, and then he becomes the face of like this giant cigarette brand, and it's like it's just his story. Like, what does that do to a person, But, so if you want to see more, go to our patreon.com/Ranzig. But now I am back to I'm working on the stuff for the next photo shoot that we're going to do, which is the Dick Pixie. So you all have seen the infamous Dick Pixie head I've been working on, and now we're working on the Chesticles to go along with. So it's going to be that head that you saw, and then it's going to, I have to do it in 2 parts, right? Like, I mean, I guess I could have sculpted it in one, but it would have been like a huge pain in the ass to mold. So I just figured, I don't know, I would just do this separate and then I'm going to attach the 2. But that's certainly one of the paths that we've thought about. And it's like, I don't know if we want to do, like, should we go that dark with it, Like, I mean, the fun thing about Bizarro Go-Go is that it's like, it's set in this multiverse too, so it's like the same character could like, there could be different like paths for the same character, right? Yeah, so we filmed some stuff, in addition to each the photo shoots we're doing, we filmed some stuff that's like some video snippets for like promos I'm going to put together, just to like try to like get interest in it. So we decided that the best way I think right now, our thinking is that we're gonna get together a pitch for a Bizarro Go-Go movie, and then from the movie we want to pitch a show from that. So it's like it'll be easier like of a goal to like focus on, all right, what do we need to do with Bizarro Go-Go? Well, I would love to make a film. So if we can make a film like Kentucky Fried Film or a Kentucky Fried Movie or something, it's very like Bizarro Go-Go, it's like an anthology of like the wacky weird shit, almost like watching weird TV, right? But it's the movie. And then if people love the movie, then we'd be like, it'd be a lot easier for us to be like, okay, so let's make a show. And so yeah, so that's our goals now. And for me to do that, I really got to try, like, my goal is to get this like pitch out like this by the end of this month. Because, like, I gotta do something, The freelance work is, like, slowing down, and I really want to, like, bring Bizarro Go-Go to life. So it's, like, it seems only natural that if I take the path of, like, doing a crowdfunding and get money behind it, then I can, like, do my dream job as my job, So, yeah. Anyways, let's get to some sculpting. It is Saturday night, and I hope wherever y'all are, you're enjoying yourselves. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Man, I wish I could play y'all like Alan Jackson. I've been like bebopping around to like, I grew up in Indiana, so like a lot of my early memories were like these like country songs, and like pop country in the 90s was really, really kind of awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I love it, but maybe people do, but like Alan Jackson, Dwight Yoakam, and like there was a lot of like one-hit wonder country stars. So I don't remember their names, but like when I hear the song, I'm like, oh yeah, I love this. Yeah, enjoying the rain today. Me too. Except like I gotta clean the gutters out, and I should have done that before it started raining again, but I didn't get to it. So I'm gonna. Hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow for long enough for me to like clear the gutters or something, because like, yeah. That's an important thing to do. So, let's see. Right. So we're going to get to some sculpting. Let me put on some music. If you can let me know how the levels are. I like looking at the, like, so I got 36 monthly listeners on Spotify. Woo woo! And I like watching which song gets most popular. Right now, the release of Compression in 8 parts from You Like Pickles, Don't You? That's at the #1 spot. And underneath that is Sunday, Era and the Ferns. Like, people must really, Sunday, Era and the Ferns, like, they must really like that song or something, because that usually floats to the top. But Wang Dangle Dingles is #3, you know? So it's funny to see that one climb the charts. It's interesting that there's a correlation between the ones I'm using in Reels and the ones that are getting, like, plays on Spotify. So it's like, that's just kind of a, I don't know, just a little update on how I'm following my Spotify growth and journey to get my music heard. So this is currently the #1 song, which was used in a very popular reel. So yeah, let me know if the Wang Dangle Dingle song, it does that to you. It like, it'll just hit you out of nowhere and you're like, man, that's really in my head. So can you all hear the music right now? Because it doesn't even look like it's showing. Hang on, I'm gonna... All right, how is the music versus my voice right now? Is the music still quiet now? So I changed it maybe after you, like, has it been good or is it still a little quiet? Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, chill level I think is the level that we want, because I still want people to like kind of bebop along with it, you know. But because sometimes I just turn off the mic, so it's like as long as it's like good, like, you know, you can hear it. Okay, so when the mic's open, it like sometimes I just think the sound is cleaner for the music, but like this is open. There's no like humming or weird just room tone that's going on? This song's so spooky. I love it. It's like the perfect like spooky. Whoa, what up, Todd? How's it going? I gotta look at reference and make sure that like the cameras can't see the reference, because it's like get me shut down. Where are we at? Excuse me while I look at Photos of textured testicles. Alright, I got this. I'm having a great week. I'm, you know. Oh, right on. Hey, kids. How's it going? Yep, exactly that. So I hope everybody's having a good Saturday night. Oh yeah, I gotta start my timer. Shit. I always gotta something got caught in my throat. I always gotta, there's so many things to remember. Put the time lapse on, do the microphones, do the thing. So like I get clay all over my microphones and like all of my computer equipment because I'm like running both like the switch and like. Ooh, that's awesome, Vex. I tend to enjoy gummies. I would say I try to like eat a gummy before I eat because I feel like it's more intense. I don't know. But that might be like the former like alcoholic in me. It's like drink on an empty stomach and you get drunker. It's like so crazy like that. Like that was like, man, it's interesting because I've been thinking a lot about like my drinking days and stuff, and it's like part of me definitely like misses the wild drinky times because it's a total vibe, man. But it's like it's not a very sustainable vibe when you're going at like intense volumes like I was. It's always about the relationship with the substance. That's what's most important. Man, we ate some gummies in Vegas, Randy and I, and like it was the first time I was just like completely incapacitated because they kicked in like hard at we were at dinner, and me and Randy are both looking at each other like we both are like realizing that we're both like really, really like up there, and like we can't even like talk, and then we're both like, who's gonna? Are you gonna talk to her? Are you gonna get the? Are you gonna handle the bills or something? I don't know. I think I'm too like, and we just could not stop laughing. And then the waitress comes over, and like it's like everything in me to like not laugh, to like keep it together because it was just like sometimes you just like on like in the psychedelic state you just like cannot stop laughing, and it's like hilarious. It's a good place to be in, but like when you're in public it's like, oh my god, they're all gonna know. Yeah, it's funny, the edibles, they're like more of like a gamble because it's like, you know, smoking it is like you definitely like, okay, you know, that's, I can gauge the feeling on that. But like edibles, you I don't know, you're rolling the dice every time. It's so trippy to me that like we're still in a place in time where like the ideology of a certain geographic location says like, no man, we cannot allow people to like use marijuana. And it's like, it's just, it like, that's a real strange thing. And it's like so normal here and accessible out here in California. You know, it's like, it's so bizarre. We gotta make one. I'm like attempting to make one like saggier than the other one. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, especially when alcohol is still legal in those things. And like, I will tell you 100% alcohol was like ruining my life, you know, like in a bad way. And like, you know, I could never say that like about weed. Like it's never impacting me in a way that's like severely ruining my life, you know? Yeah, and like people, like it's a big thing that people murder people on alcohol, like a lot, you know, like that alone is like cause for concern, right? It's a substance that literally like drives people to like be okay with murdering people, you know, like it's not the only thing, but like it's definitely something that sort of like greases the wheels on those kind of thoughts, you know, and like actions. And where I'm at on like alcohol today is like, it's totally fine if people use it, you know, because I think everybody's like, you know, you're following your own path, you're figuring yourself out, you know. I have nothing against it really, but it's like, I do like look at like philosophically and like I like how it plays into like our culture and stuff, and it's like, it's so strange that it's weird, it's so mainstream, the idea and the ideology that it's like drinking is normal is so much more accepted that like you get like socially ostracized if you don't drink. Like it's like, it's really strange, you know. I think like people that still drink think that when people stop drinking, they immediately get like unfun or something, you know. It's like I feel like sometimes I try to like sort of reason out like why people stop talking to you when you actually like get sober and like better yourself, you know. It's a thing that like happens, and I don't think it's like exclusive to me. I think it's like it's definitely happens to like, it's a common experience for like people to lose their whole friend groups, you know, when they get sober from alcohol. Oh my god, was I not time-lapsing? Oh no! Dang it. Oh, it was. Why did it stop? I'm glad I checked. I'm gonna murder some pizza on them. That's a funny thing for like a character to say in something. I'm gonna murder some pizza on this weed. I really love this song. So the Joe Mammal shoot was like so much fun, you guys. So we shot this cowboy look, right? This is actually the last shoot of the night because I put the makeup on, and I was Joe Mammal, and then we had a bunch of different outfits planned out, and it like changed. So we did like cowboy Joe Mammal, we did Dippin' Tails Joe Mammal. So in this universe, he worked at Dippin' Tails. You know, obviously it's like a parody spoof kind of thing of Chippendales, but it's Dippin' Tails, right? So, yeah, I shot some. We did a photo shoot in like cuffs and like the collar, and also like I thought it was funny at Dippin' Tails they wear ties instead of like bow ties because it's like a little tail, you know. Just explaining our creative process, but I don't know. I think the character is like really funny to me. And yeah, we did the photo shoots and the makeup. We also did like a leather daddy one. I was like, I got to do some kind of leather daddy thing. People keep gifting me leather jackets, and it's like I'm a vegan and like. You know, I wouldn't go out of my way to buy a leather jacket, but it's like they just keep getting gifted to me, and they're like incredible works of art, you know. And so it's like I don't know, I just accept them. And like where some people are like, oh, you're a vegan, you can't wear leather and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't go out of my way to wear leather, but I guess if it's gifted to me, you know, it'd be a waste to not honor the the leather, you know. So I'm gonna see what Ranny's up after stream, but Vex, maybe some Saturday night Overwatch. And Todd, I don't know if you're still around, but like, maybe we rock some gamages. Cool. Well, then maybe we will do up the Overwatch. I'm really enjoying where this texture is going, by the way. Sometimes the best tool is just your fingers. Hey yo. Oh, Vex, yeah, if you could like, because I was thinking thinking dragon skin, but like, yeah, if I could make something that was like move realistically, that would be ideal. If they could like jiggle and stuff. So I might pick your brain about that. Let me see what material-wise would be best here for this. Because I was thinking like dragon skin is what I was gonna run it in, but like I did eat. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, you can like deaden silicone so they can be like softer. Holy shit, Vex, is it your birthday today? Wow, that's dude. You have the same birthday as our son Lawrence. Dude, that's trippy. Well, happy birthday! Holy shit! Let's get some hype for Vex's birthday. What are you up to? You got any plans? Right on, right on. Yeah, that's interesting because that was I was gonna have everybody. I was gonna invite everybody over for a game night to play test Christopher Ulrich's game tonight, and I was waiting to hear back from him because I was gonna shoot you an invite too, actually. But yeah, he said the same thing. He had a cough. So I didn't end up inviting everyone over. And he just told me that today, so that's why I didn't extend an invite yet, but I was going to, because that would have been fun. But yeah, maybe next Saturday, if you want to come over and like play test some games with us, because I think Castle's got a game he wants to play test too. So I think like that'd be like an incredibly fun hangout, just like play testing people's games, and then like giving feedback and stuff.
Ever-growing finger sheets, trapping hook all underneath. Shit, it's almost that time again. All the pain that will cripple the
Right on.
men. At the end of each digit, at the end of my skin. Get those clippers away from me. I can't take it. That horrible feeling, there's no mistaking it. Cutting my nails, might as well cut off the tips of my fingers, because even the slightest trim gives me that phantom fingernail feeling. Phantom fingernail feeling. Phantom fingernail feeling. Fuck that phantom fingernail feeling. Fuck that phantom fingernail feeling. Fuck that phantom fingernail feeling. Fuck the phantom fingernail feeling. Fuck that phantom fingernail feeling. Oh, you like cutting your nails. Well, that is very bizarre, because you must have never felt this. Also, fuck you. It's a phantom fingernail feeling. Phantom fingernail feeling. Phantom fingernail feeling. It's a freaky fucking phantom fingernail feeling. It's a phantom fingernail feeling. It's a phantom fingernail feeling. It's a freaky fucked up phantom fingernail feeling. It's like the skin on the tips of your fingers is receding, like it's trying to retreat back to your elbows. Your skin feels taut. Even the slightest breeze is tickly excruciating. Picking something up, forget about it. It's like the tips of your fingers have suddenly become blind eyeballs. You wouldn't pick something up with your eyeballs, would you? No, because your eyeballs are made for eyeing and balling, not for picking of things. Ooh. No. It's... phantom fingernail feeling! Phantom fingernail feeling! What's this phantom fingernail feeling? What is this phantom fingernail feeling? I don't know! I don't know! I don't know anymore! But it's a freaky fucking fingernail phantom fingernail feeling! It's a phantom fingernail feeling! It's freaky fingernail feeling! It's a phantom freaky fingernail feeling! It's a phantom fingernail feeling! It's a phantom fingernail feeling! It's a feeling of phantom fingernails! It's the best way I can describe it. Why don't you Google it, you huff knob? As a matter of fact, I did, and it's just a bunch of people complaining about having it, but nobody knows what it is. And the people that don't know, have never had it, well, fuck you. Oh, everybody hates excuses, so why do you make them? Pay attention and get your shit together.
It's like just taking a moment to appreciate like what's on my screen here. Like that's I love it. So the new year, I've gotten back on the schedule of posting a new episode of Spewtron every Monday. So if you dig my podcast, you can expect a new episode every Monday. Yeah, there's like this like, okay, but there. Now we're getting somewhere with that. I see what I need to do. Need to make a snake and pound it down. kind of gets there. It's, you know, it almost has a brain like it has a brain like texture, which is pretty fascinating actually. See, like, how much I'm cracking up just sculpting it lets me know that, like, this is a good idea. Like, Bizarro Go-Go is gonna be full of, like, some fucking weird-ass, like, ridiculous shit. This one's gonna be a little bit hiked up, you know.
We tell young people today, drop out of school, because schools, education today, is the worst narcotic drug of all. Don't politic, don't vote. These are old men's games, impotent and senile old men that want to put you onto their old chess games of war and power. Drop out. Tune in with natural things. Take off your shoes. Get back in tune with God's harmony. Surround yourself with beauty and sacred objects. You can't get caught in the conforming, rote, lockstep, which we call American society.
A girl named Alice got very curious about a little white rabbit who passed by. She followed him and soon found herself falling down a very deep hole into a strange place called Wonderland.
Wait!
I'm late! I'm late!
Hey, wait!
Too late!
Nowadays, there are still girls and boys whose curiosity leads them to strange places.
What a curious pull. I can't tell where this is going. Oh! Cigarettes? I know they're not good for you. Curious. Liquor? A liquor cabinet? That's not good for kids either. But, what? Oh! Maybe cigarettes and alcohol are like medicine. I did never think of that. They're all things that make you feel different. That change you. Curiouser and curiouser. What kind of place is this? It's weird. Everything's different. Even me. I'm not somebody else, but I don't feel like I'm really me either.
What in the world is going on? What is going on? I mean, what does it mean to be incarnate in a human body in a squirrely culture like this, trying to make sense of your heritage, your opportunities, the contents of the culture, the contents of your own mind? Is it possible to have an overarching viewpoint that is not somehow canned or cultish or self-limited in its approach? In other words, is it possible to cultivate an open mind and sanity in the kind of society and psychological environment that we all share? And it grows daily and weekly, as you know, harder to do this, weirder to integrate.
Can you tell me, please, which way should I go?
That depends on where you want to go.
It doesn't matter. I don't even know where I am, but I do have to get someplace.
If you just want to get someplace, just keep going.
You can't buy into someone else's trip. You can't go on anyone else's trip. You can only go on your own trip until you find out it's all our trip.
We tell young people today, drop out of school, because schools, education today, is the worst narcotic drug of all. Don't politic, don't vote. These are old men's games, impotent and senile old men that want to put you onto their old chess games of war and power. Drop out. Tune in with natural things. Take off your shoes. Get back in tune with God's harmony. Surround yourself with beauty and sacred objects. You can't get caught in the conforming, rote, lockstep, which we call American society.
A girl named Alice got very curious about a little white rabbit who passed by. She followed him and soon found herself falling down a very deep hole into a strange place called Wonderland.
Wait!
I'm late! I'm late!
Hey, wait!
Too late!
Nowadays, there are still girls and boys whose curiosity leads them to strange places.
What a curious pull. I can't tell where this is going. Oh! Cigarettes? I know they're not good A liquor cabinet? That's not good for kids either. But, what? Oh! Maybe cigarettes and alcohol are like medicine. I didn't ever think of that. They're all things that make you feel different. That change you. Curiouser and curiouser. What kind of place is this? It's weird. Everything's different. Even me. I'm not somebody else, but I don't feel like I'm really me either.
What in the world is going on? What is going on? I mean, what does it mean to be incarnate in a human body in a squirrely culture like this, trying to make sense of your heritage, your opportunities, the contents of the culture, the contents of your own mind? Is it possible to have an overarching viewpoint that is not somehow canned or cultish or self-limited in its approach? In other words, is it possible to cultivate an open mind and sanity in the kind of society and psychological environment that we all share? And it grows daily and weekly, as you know, harder to do this, weirder to integrate.
Can you tell me, please, which way should I go?
That depends on where you want to go.
It doesn't matter. I don't even know where I am, but I do have to get someplace.
If you just want to get someplace, just keep going.
You can't buy into someone else's trip. You can't go on anyone else's trip. You can only go on your own trip until you find out it's all our trip.
We'll like snip the tips of penises off when they come out of welcome to the world, kid. Let's mutilate your penis. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I've been thinking so much about circumcision, and I'm just like, holy shit, that if anything was demonic about the world, it is like people having the thought that like this body comes out in like this form. Oh, I bet it needs Mr. Dr. Pants to like snip the fucking tip of the dick off. Like, here's the thing, dude. I didn't even know that I was circumcised until I was like old enough.
So I'm not talking shit here,
Dude,
but
well, actually, I was an adult.
Just think about this for a second.
Holy shit,
if you
dude.
consider
Like,
yourself
I
a
lived
feminist,
most of
and
my
you never
life
said to a
thinking
guy
that
like,
my
"Man, I'm really
penis
happy that you're
was the way it
circumcised,"
was because
then
it was
that's kind
like,
of fucked up, like super
was,
fucked up. Like, can you imagine if a guy was like, "Hey, babe, I'm glad that your clit was cut off because it feels so much better for me, and it doesn't gross me out because a part of you has been chopped off."
like divination. Anyways,
Like, really
I'm
think
just,
about
free
that, man.
talking,
Like, how
trying
fucking
to
weird
not
is
lose
that?
my train of thought because that's important. That's the thing. That's that whole Rick and Morty episode is like train of thought. It's 5:55 p.m. right now at October 31st, 2020. Halloween. Lots of numbers. Everything is numbers, man. Like the math, it works. So I'm trying to come back to my original train of thought, which was
9:31 p.m.
I was talking about circumcision. Like, holy shit. Why are we still doing this? Like, seriously, why are we still doing this? Like, humans know we are like killing the planet and like we are making giant garbage patches of plastic and stuff. But like, people are still buying plastic. Like, even you most hardcore of activists, motherfucking activists, I salute you and your push for like a better world in the ways that you know how. But god damn it, if you're buying plastic and you're out there on the streets demanding change, then you are creating the problem that you are demanding to be solved. So here it is, man. Like, we just have to pay attention to what we're paying attention to. See, that's where like music comes in. Like, I'm gonna put this. I'm much about what I'm saying, then I slip up. It's kind of like when you play the piano, when you're like, you just let your fingers go. Your fingers know where to go because you can hear the song. You're listening to this, you're broadcasting what you're hearing straight to matter. Like, I am listening with my inner world to what I hear, and I'm not really even thinking about what I'm saying. I'm literally like, this is automatic talking. They talk about automatic writing, and now we're doing automatic talking. Man, like, my arm gets so tired because, like, my thoughts are moving even faster than what I can encode them into audio waveform and push them into your ears right now. Like, see, this might be channeling. Like, I watched Bashir, and he talks about, like, he goes somewhere. Where you're going, I think, is the infinite all, and you're feeling the weight of your entire infinite being. So you're just letting it pour out of your mouth, and you're not even really thinking about what's going on. And I really want to know how to free flow rhyme and sing in time and dance and zip kicker, zappa-gap, zappa-doo-wop. This is what I'm looking at. Master of the Head. There is in the middle column at the top is the Master of the Head, and this card looks like it has someone sitting here. They're holding a head in a basket, and that head from its third eye billows this smoke. And this smoke to me looks like a vulture. I'm seeing like a horrible, squeezy vulture, like a Skeksis. But then I realize it's on the back of this woman that's kissing the forehead, the third eye of this body. So this is how you define. Like, they've taught me imagery and coding and ways to look at the world and ways to perceive light. I'm looking at something different. I'm looking at this card and I'm seeing something different. Randy looks at burnt candles and sees things in the things. What do you see in something? Well, you can see any pattern in anything, but if you just open up your mind to actually, that is your brain trying to transmit a light code of a message to you that is holographic, fractal, in your face. I drank some coffee too. This is fun. This is really fun. Like, this is Future. Like, I fucking named my podcast. Like, Future Me right now is coming up with, this is what I should name my podcast. I should name it Sputron, because I know on my path to my highest good and my greatest self, therein lies this me, which is transcoding this message directly back to the past, so that I am thinking in this frequency towards this future where I am happy and enlightened and just, I am happy with where I am. This is a positive wavelength future, and I am transmitting my thoughts backwards to the past. And in this present moment, I am hearing a future. So this future sends its message back to me, which I then send back to my past. It is like a game of historical telephone. Or that is time. It's like a loop that travels backwards and infinitely. And I think that we are not, my mind isn't tethered to this timeline because my mind doesn't even know what time is. I can't tell you how long I've been talking, 9 minutes and 21 seconds. I mean, but I could only tell you that because I looked at the computer, and the computer that has been running track of this time, this whole time, tells me that I've been speaking for 9 minutes, 21 seconds. I could have been speaking, like, if I imagine, I feel like I've been speaking in an eternity, you know? Like, you ever say anything like, oh man, I jumped in and that was cold as ice, you know? It's like we make all these comparisons, and all this abstract imagery, like, we paint so much abstract imagery, and in fact, consciousness is abstract because we do not know what, in fact, consciousness is, so we are literally experiencing this thing that we have no idea what it could be. But we're experiencing it in real time, and we make assumptions, and we make definite statements about finite things when we have a fraction of the knowledge of all things. I think that if that rhymed, that would sound really cool. And it's like, yeah, see? Back to the divination. I'm looking at possession, bottom left. It's inverted. Possession is people don't understand. These are things that I've been thinking about lately, and now Spirit is reminding me to encode what I've been thinking. My thoughts of the infinite all is being encoded into this podcast, that it is transmitted to your eardrums and seated in between your eyes and your ears to your third eye. So back to the Master of the Head. What actually, I see a beautiful woman that is kissing the forehead, but behind it is the shadow of the Skeksis. The shadow, you have to love your shadow. You have to accept your shadow. You have to accept your faults. You have to accept that shadow defines us, literally and figuratively. Without shadow, there is no form. shadow, there is just light. Light is heat. Shadow is cold. Hot and cold are the two extremes of temperature. One, you go infinitely further into hot, or infinitely into cold. You both hit the event horizon of how cold something could be and how hot something could be. And they both, in fact, become one and the same, the alpha and the omega. Inversely, you apply this same thinking to the future. You go so far into the future, or you go so far into the past, you will meet at the singularity of infinity, which is encompassing all of this tiny little bubble of darkness in a light universe. The out of this universe is infinite light, and we are in a little bubble of darkness in which we can hide and take form. Oh man, that is some powerful stuff, dude. And these thoughts, this realm of light is thought, illumination, and that is where our thoughts come from. You are what you remember, and if you can remember being all things, then you are all things. And this is possession. This is what you are being possessed by. You're being possessed by personality. You are the conscious point of awareness that decides what all of you let into this bubble of darkness. We are in the darkness. All right, so I have to go make foods, the din-dins, because it's, it's like up to me to cook on the weekends, which is fine, because that's fun. Randy does amazing food all throughout the week. And so I cook on the weekends. I'm going to go make some ramen. But thanks for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday. Again, happy birthday, Vex. I might be back. I'm going to see what's going on. But yeah, I might be back later for some Overwatch. I'm really happy with, I think we went from we're getting into the testicle shape now. We started with the chest forms, and now we're getting the test forms. So I'm really happy with where that's going. And also, again, new spicy Bizarro Go-Go shoot. There's a spicy Augie shoot and a spicy Joe Mammal shoot that I just posed for, and it's like, you gotta see it. It's like, the shoot is incredible. It cracks me up. This is just one photo of many that are already available, and also many more to come only on patreon.com/rancig. That's the big thing. We're really trying to focus on the Patreon right now, because that if we focus all efforts there, that's I think that's the key, or at least what makes sense to me. So if you dig what I do and you want to help support and get access to all kinds of weird kooky shit, join us on Patreon. Also, if you enjoyed the music of the stream, and that was all weird shit I've made and composed, so check me out on Spotify. Just search Cig Neutron. And also you can put my music on Reels, and on Instagram and also TikTok. Just search Cig Neutron and you find all my weird music. Also, I got Demon Mask still available if you want to get this awesome wearable, you could customize it to wear, or you could hang it on your wall. So it's a wearable, possibly wearable mask if you want to make it a wearable mask. Thanks, Vex. Yeah, the Patreon is, we got all kinds of goodies there. And let's see, what was I saying? Yeah, so you could customize it and send me photos. I want to see. I'm still waiting for people to send me. A couple people have ordered a decent amount, and I'm shipping them out, so I can't wait to see what everybody's doing out there with your Demon Mask. Also, if you're just feeling generous and you want to throw anything my way for watching me work, there's my Venmo and my PayPal. Yeah, definitely check out our YouTube, youtube.com/rancig, for all the wacky, crazy, kooky videos. If you could and subscribe on our YouTube, and comment and stuff, that really helps us. Again, I'm not very good at this, succeeding at getting seen on the internet game, but, I feel pretty proud of the stuff that I, put out there for all of y'all to enjoy. So if you could, and subscribe and share content and all that stuff, definitely appreciate you. And yeah, maybe we'll be back for some late night Overwatch, or later Overwatch, Saturday night Overwatch. But if not, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow some Sunday Funday Overwatch. So hope you all have a wonderful night, and catch you tomorrow. I'll give you one last look. Yeah, the chesticles, they're coming soon for the dick pixie. All right, y'all. Thank you